I got that crust right though. See, look, this is what happens when I went back to the pizza screen. The pizza screen don't do me dirty. And then there's Chick-fil-A sauce, chicken, and waffle fries. The crust is beautiful. It's actually really oh my gosh, look at that. Look at inside there. That crust is good this time. And also, you guys, I know you're gonna be like, but I don't want to put pickles on my pizza. Hey, listen, if you eat the Chick-fil-A sandwich with pickles, you gotta put the pickles on the pizza. I promise you, it is so good. So I'm gonna get started with this real quickly. You guys already seen me make this pizza dough recipe in the previous one. I think for the next one, I'm gonna be trying another recipe, and I'm just gonna be playing with pizza dough recipes from here on out. So you guys are gonna see the same ones, new ones, but I thought I'd go over it again. I weigh out my water, I temp it at 96 degrees. So after weighing out my flour, I'm gonna take a little bit of the water we weighed out earlier, and I'm gonna add that and some yeast to a small bowl so that it can be blooming on the side while I'm doing a process that's called auto-lyse. I'm not sure, it's like auto-lyse or auto-lyse, where I basically combine the water with the flour, incorporate it together, and let it sit for 30 minutes. After it has sat for 30 minutes, I'm going to combine the yeast with water that we set to the side, and then also the salt that I weighed out. And just as a tip, I'm going to be using this side bowl of water to dip my fingers in so that my hands aren't getting sticky while I'm working with the dough. That actually really helps a lot. So you guys will notice that I pull it and fold it, pull it and fold it. And I do this, I don't know, for about 5 minutes. So then I'm gonna let that sit for another 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna do that process all over again. And I wasn't gonna show you guys this part, but I wanted you to see what I meant by when you do this whole process and you work with the dough, you're basically working the gluten, working the strands, and every time you let it sit, come back and work it again, it just creates more of that. It's going to create more of a texture in the bread when the bread bakes or when the pizza bakes, so that you'll notice that when I do it the third and last time, the dough becomes much more stretchier and I can pull it pretty far and then fold it. So that is gluten, yeast, kind of like doing its thing. So after the last time, I coat my bin with some oil in the hopes that it would not stick yet again, but it did stick a little bit still, so I'm failing with that one. It doesn't matter either way, as long as you're gentle with the dough, you should be fine. And then after that, I let it sit in the fridge overnight. Like I said, if there's nothing that you do, at least fold it once and let it sit overnight, because that's going to create that nice airiness and texture in the dough that you guys probably saw at the beginning of this video. So I'm going to pull it out overnight, and then I'm going to divide it. And then you'll see I'm going to do the same method. I'm going to pull it and tuck it, and then I'm just going to roll it, and then I'm going to set it in the fridge or set it to the side until I am done with the other things that I'm doing. And also, I want to note that when you set it back in the fridge after you form it, I feel like it's a little bit easier to work with versus if it were at room temp. If you're not like a pro at doing pizza, I suggest putting it back in the fridge until you're ready to use it, because when you work with it while it's cold, it's a little bit more forgiving in my opinion, versus when it's like room temp and it's just like all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to clean that up and then we're going to get started on the chicken. Measurements will be down in the description. You guys really get on me about those measurements sometimes. Like the moment I post my video, I like to post my video and then write up my recipe and then post that right after that, because the recipe is the last thing I do. I have no clue why. I mean, I could do it first, but so if you don't see the recipe in the description the moment that you click on the video, keep refreshing or come back to the video like a few minutes or like 10-20 minutes from that point and it will be in the description, I promise. But I'm doing about 3 cups of flour, and then I have these seasonings right now, and then I'm going to be adding some cornstarch. I didn't really weigh it out, or I didn't really measure it. I think it was like ½ cup, just to add that extra crispiness. Oh, these chicken tenders came out so good. So when I actually do my Chick-fil-A feast, these will definitely be in that video. And then I'm just going to make my wet, which is 2 eggs and some milk. I don't even know the measurements. I used what was left in the milk jug, so I might not get the most accurate on the milk in the description, but like I said, just pay attention to the video and watch the consistency, and that's what you want. Then I add in some hot sauce just for a little added flavor. Then I'm gonna cut up my chicken. I try to do it like randomly, so they were like some were small, some were big. But every time I do that, I forget that I'm breading it 2 times, which is gonna make it even bigger. I'm going to add it to my wet, and basically what I'm going to be doing for this breading process, I'm going to take it out of the wet into the dry, and then I'm going to put it on the rack until I'm done with all of my chicken, and then I'm going to put it back into the wet and into the dry, and then I'm going to let the chicken set for 20 minutes to adhere to the chicken better. So yeah. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to start to swim my chicken into my oil. The oil, like I said, my fryer is very off as far as temperature, so I always crank it up to the highest and adjust it as I cook. But you definitely want to be frying it at right around 360. And do not crowd your frying oil. You don't want to drop your temperature too much, because then you'll end up with greasy, soggy chicken. Oh, and then also, you guys, so I realized I had cooked this. I cooked the first batch because I didn't show the rest of the batch. I want to make a couple points here. I cooked the first batch until it was like deep golden, not realizing that it had to go in the oven. So when I cooked my second batch, I kind of stopped it halfway because I knew the chicken had to still go in the oven for a second cook. Definitely stop the chicken like halfway before you put it on your pizza, because it's going to cook for a second time. And the same goes with my fries too. So I found this little waffle cutter on Amazon. If you guys want to know, let me know and I'll link it in the description. When you slide the potato, if you guys are going to be doing this, slice it and then turn it 90 degrees and slice it, and then turn it and slice, turn and slice, so that you guys can create that perfect waffle cut fry. And also, please be careful with any kind of mandolin. If it starts to give you any pullback or any give, you just want to stop, because then you can eventually hurt yourself, cut yourself. So I actually stop cutting the potato when I have like a decent amount left, because I don't want to cut myself. So after that, I'm just gonna rinse them. So what I initially did was I did my normal fry method, where I blanch the fry in oil, I put them in the freezer overnight, and then I fry them again. So since these fries are going in the oven with the pizza and not being placed on top afterwards, I just decided to take the blanched fries and put them on the pizza without frying them again like I normally would do my French fries, if that makes sense. So I didn't double fry them. I fried them once, froze them, and then put them on the pizza to be cooked the rest of the way in the oven. I definitely want to try it a few different ways. I'm not going to say that this was like the best way to do it. I wouldn't call it a complete fail, because it was good. Just the way that I did it, I think I would change it in the future. But anyway, now I'm going to be making the sauce real quick. I'm not making this sauce from absolute scratch, because my favorite way to make Chick-fil-A sauce, and the most accurate tasting I've gotten, is using this honey mustard from Ken's Steakhouse and the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Like, it makes the perfect Chick-fil-A sauce. So I decided to do it that way instead of doing it from scratch like you guys know I normally would do. I know, a crime. But I'm gonna try to get the measurements right down for you guys in the comments below. But I want to make a note that when you're making this, add a little bit of barbecue sauce, I'd say about 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce and 1/2 cup of honey mustard, mix it up. And then after you try it, you should be able to tell whether you added too much barbecue sauce and you need to add more honey mustard. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to start forming my pizza, and I'm getting way better at this, you guys. I did 2 pizzas on camera, but I'm showing you this one because the first one I forgot to put it on my pizza screen, so it was a disaster. But the way I rolled out the first one was better than this one. So, and then you guys are gonna start to see me, like, you can't really see me, and I'm trying to show you the reason why I'm not rolling out this pizza dough is because I don't want to flatten out all of the work that we put in to get those nice airy bubbles. After I press it down, I'm just trying to like stretch it all the way around. So I turn it, stretch, turn, stretch, turn, stretch, until I get it to kind of like the size I want. And you guys see all those like bubbles? Those bubbles are going to create all of those airy pockets that we love in pizza, or if you don't love in pizza, but what I love in pizza. Then I'm going to transfer it to my pizza screen, and y'all, this pizza screen has never done me dirty, and I'm going back to the pizza screen. I'm done with the pizza stone, and that is not my favorite way. This is the easiest way, but this time, you guys, I know. Okay, let me finish making the pizza, then I'll tell you. All right, so as soon as I transfer it over, then I'm going to put my Chick-fil-A sauce. I feel like I put a little bit too much, but yeah, make sure you do a thin layer. And then I'm going to add my cheeses, and I did white cheddar and mozzarella. Then I'm going to add my little chicken bits and my waffle fries. And I'm going to put that in the oven. So you're gonna put your oven at 500 and you're gonna put your rack at the bottom half, like the last one you could put it on, and then you're gonna put your pizza screen on top of that, and that's what makes that perfect crust for me. I personally do not like using the pizza stone. I probably won't use it again. Well, I might use it again, but not anytime soon. I really like the pizza screen method, and I really feel like it's a lot easier to work with, especially if you are not like some pizza pro. So as soon as it comes out and you see it all nice and bubbly, I'm going to be taking my homemade pickles. And if you guys don't know about these homemade pickles, please click on the last video. I put it on top of the pizza, and I know you're thinking like, no sis, don't put those pickles on there. I'm telling you, it really like, it just adds like this pop of flavor, and it is so good. It tastes like a Chick-fil-A pizza. So I just add that, and I drizzle a little bit more Chick-fil-A sauce, and I cut it up. I want to point out that my mood was off in this video. I know you guys are going to be able to tell and call me out on it. My mood was off because I just heard some bad news right before I started filming, and I tried to put on face for you guys, but you could tell I was distracted. So forgive me for that. If you guys are still here, leave me some cucumber emojis. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. And as you guys can see from the title, and I know it's kind of like a monotone color. I don't even know if you can use monotone color is a word, but anyway, as you guys can see from the title, I'm doing Chick-fil-A pizza from scratch. I saw this trend like, I don't even know how long ago, maybe like a year. I saw a bunch of people making Chick-fil-A pizza, so today I decided to make it from scratch for you guys. Instead of making a feast of it, which I still will do. I still will make like my Chick-fil-A order or my like Chick-fil-A feast, but today I thought I'd do a pizza for you guys. And I made some ranch. You guys know I make my own ranch. I got 2 little jalapenos back here, and I'm ready to get into this because I am so hungry. I got that crust right though. See, look, this is what happens when I went back to the pizza screen. The pizza screen don't do me dirty. Okay, so look up close though. Okay, so I got the waffle fries. I got one said pickle. Let me still one from here. I got pickles. And then there's Chick-fil-A sauce, chicken, and waffle fries. So I'm gonna try it without putting it in the ranch. I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I didn't know how that was gonna come out. I was worried, like, through the process. Like, I had tried some of the chicken, and I was like, I don't know how this is gonna come out. All right, let me dip in some ranch. Okay. That is good. I had to get a drink because Serrano was so hot. I want a little bit more pickles on here. I didn't think I would like it with the pickles. I'm not gonna lie to you. But now I'm like, it definitely needs more pickles. All right, let's finish this little guy. That is so good. I definitely should have added more chicken. I want that piece of chicken. Okay, so I love this idea. I really was skeptical to put the honey mustard as a base. I was so skeptical. I'm like, that's gonna be too sweet, too much. It's actually perfect. If you do like a thin layer of it, a thin layer, and the cheese is like perfect, and then you drizzle it with a little on the top like I did. Oh, and also you guys, I don't like this ranch. I'm dipping it in there because like I feel like by default I have to dip my pizza in ranch whether I like it or not. Very sour, obviously, because as you guys saw in the recipe part, I actually added sour cream this time to see how I would like it, because I was running out of buttermilk and I don't like it. I don't like it at all, you guys. It's so like just sour. It tastes like sour cream. Obviously I put sour cream in it. Oh my goodness. The crust is beautiful. It's actually really oh my gosh, look at that. Look at inside there. That crust is good this time. I mean, it's always good, but you know what I mean. And this time I went back to the pizza screen. All right, you guys, just to eat some more of this, I'm actually not gonna eat my crust today, as I noticed that I'll get caught up on the crust a lot and not actually eat the pizza. So I'm trying to avoid that, okay? This is a good one. I like this one. Not feeling the ranch. And also, you guys, I know you're gonna be like, but I don't want to put pickles on my pizza. Hey, listen, if you eat the Chick-fil-A sandwich with pickles, you gotta put the pickles on the pizza. I promise you, it is so good. Obviously, don't put the pickles before you cook it. Yeah, don't put the pickles before you cook it. Put the pickles as like a garnish. It is really, really good. And also, I am super excited about the last video. You guys are showing so much love to that. And I was contemplating how many more videos I was gonna release for this month, because I really, really love getting a little bit ahead. Not a lot, but like a little bit ahead so that I can be consistent. And that is the key. So I'm gonna do, I think, like a couple more videos. And then I'm gonna take some more days off just to get in some more filming for you guys. And I've got a lot of stuff. I want to show you guys. So stay tuned for that. And also, you guys, like I said, thank you so much for showing so much love on that last post. I love creating this stuff for you guys, and I'm glad that you guys are around for anything that I'm creating, whether it be boring or exciting. Thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I wouldn't be here without you guys, and that's the truth. So with that being said, it's time. And can I just say, what I should have did was fry up some extra chicken to put on the side, because that chicken is fire. The chicken on this pizza is so good. It was the seasonings. It was the seasonings. I like that combo of seasoning. So I'm definitely gonna be using it in the future. But anyway, you guys, I love you so much. And oh wait, hold on. Leave me some red pepper emojis if you guys are still here. And I will see you guys in the next video. I cannot wait.